Hey guys, I just had a question. I wanted to ask you guys. I needed some feedback on this, and I figured I'd just put it out there. And see who comments on this. This is more focused for the either student pilots or private pilot community. But as you can find anywhere online, you can find these VFR and IFR flight notes that you can buy, the PDFs, or you can buy them in a stack. Or, they're used for getting ATIS or clearances or departure information, all these different things. They're great information. I mean, it's great thing to have to use when you're in the cockpit. You can put it right on your kneeboard. I know a lot of people use EFBs, and even I do that as well. But I wanted something that was a little bit easier, especially now where I'm at, that I could just jot something down real quick. I have it right there, really small. It's not a whole, size of a kneeboard that I needed to kind of put down on top of my EFB or something. So I created something that I think that was going to be a lot more useful, and I just wanted your input on it. And so, okay, nothing really innovative here, to be quite honest with you. Although it's a template that you can find online, or you can find them and purchase them for a fee, or find other templates or make your own. And that's kind of what I did here. I just kind of remade this to what I need. The other ones that you see online are made to go right on your kneeboard, a lot bigger. This is really just one that's made that I could just fold in half. And to be honest with you, it is so much easier to have something nice and small that I can tuck away right inside of my kneeboard, right in the pouch, and pull out when I need. I mean, yeah, this information, some of this information, for example, the ATIS that's right here on the top here, yeah, you actually can get that right on your EFB on a scratch pad. My problem, I am a messy writer, and then I will look back at it later and I won't be able to read something. I really like to have something at my fingertips that I can just pull out, look at, and kind of know. So even from the cloud layers, the clear, few, scattered, broken, overcast, you just circle it, you put what it is. It's really quick. You can jot down the ATIS really, really quickly. Departure airport frequencies that you see here. You have the departure briefing. Distance required, distance available, density, altitude, abort plan. These are just things that I've needed in the past just to kind of have, and it's right there. I have it, and most importantly, the taxi information. Taxiing to the runway via, so you have the routing, and then you have the cross or hold short. There's no confusion. You circle what it is, and then you put the runway number right over here, and you know exactly where you're going and what's going on. You don't have to scratch it down on a piece of paper or any scratch pad on the EFB. Me, personally, maybe I'll get there, but I really do like having this. It's really easy for me. And then on the other side is the destination airport. Same thing, ATIS, arrival information, the frequencies. I have it right here. I know EFBs have it, but it's just right there. And here you can put a diagram. You don't need it if you have an EFB, but you can write a pattern entry or any special notes that you just really want to be, just anything that you can put down there, and your taxi information. And it's really form factor is really small. I love this. I got this idea because working for the regional airlines for about 10 years in the past, a lot of the pilots there were really using a small piece of paper, nothing big, a small piece of paper on a clipboard on a clip on their yoke. And they would, these guys are flying 10, 12 flights a day, doing these puddle jumps. So they're always writing down an ATIS. So it came to be something that I saw them just kind of using. And I was like, wow, that's great. It's small. You don't have anything on, huge in front of you. And what I like about this is that it's actually made in a way that you can, when you flip it over, you have another one here and there that you can use. So you can get 4 flights out of this one small piece of paper. Again, not innovative. I'm not doing anything that's not already out there. It's just kind of doing it in a different way. And I didn't know if this might be helpful for some people. It's really just what works for me. And I felt like sharing it and just kind of giving a little bit of a heads up. And I was just curious if something like this would be, of help to other student pilots or other private pilots just to have. It's just like a quick Boom. You know, it's really nice and small. You can get rid of it. You got it right there. You know, just any feedback would be great. And if it helps, you know, I can make this available for download. It's really easy, and I don't mind. I'll share it if you're interested. Just let me know.